Andrews mentioned, Edelman, not on the NFL Top 100 2 years ago, and only number 90 this past 18 receivers above him on that list this year.
Shade. Wow. If only we were equipped as a television program to now throw to some Julian Edelman sound. We are 35-14 Patriots. Number 11 joined the Thursday Night Football post-game set, and he talked about his bromance with Tom Brady, who had 2 rushing touchdowns. Take it away, 11.
He's always hyped. The guy's, I think he just passed Peyton Manning in second all-time, and this play right here is what gets him fired up when he gets to get all beat up and go with the big old dogs and get in the middle. I mean, it's unreal how many times he's done that and how good he is at it, just finding that hole. I mean, he's our leader, and it's because of guys like him that why we succeed and do so many good things, because he likes to be with the guys and experience that,
Edelman is a stud. He always is. The Patriots now 6-0 for the 4th time in the Brady-Belichick era. Every other time their season started like this, they went on to win, or go on to go to the AFC title game. Talked a lot, gave a lot of love to Van Noy, the boogeyman, Jamie Collins killing it, Devin McCourty, all of them, the strength of this Patriots defense. I talked a lot about this week, how proud they seem about this defense. And then it's almost like the offense is a bit of like a middle child. Sorry, Mac, to my brother, I love you. But like getting a little bit of the neglect. Like, what's going on with this offense? So then you look at their schedule, right? Because you can talk about the level of competition, the offenses they've faced. After their bye in Week 10, they get the Eagles, they get the Cowboys, they get the Texans, and they get the Chiefs. So looking at this, the way they left this game, Shriggs, and at the end, your receivers are Edelman, Jacoby Myers, and Gunnar Olszewski. Those are the guys after Josh Gordon left.
Yeah, they're calling him the gun show in New England, which I like. But he's wearing number 80. You're like, is that Amendola? No, it's Gunnar Olszewski. You lost Matt LaCosse to an injury. Is it okay to say I have concerns about this Patriots
100%.
offense?
Someone has to.
They looked great on defense, and they can win with defense and turnovers. That offense doesn't look like the one that was clicking last year at the part of the season they needed to, and it didn't look like the team in 2007 that went undefeated until they ran into the Giants Super Bowl. I got concerns, and yet I say I've got concerns, and there's no 2 people I trust more than Josh McDaniels and Tom Brady that they'll figure it out with whatever you put out there. But it is a modern marvel that they have no skill positions outside of Edelman that I would put starting really anywhere. And yet,
Izzo didn't have a great game. They tell Ben Watson they don't have room for him there.
They took a wide receiver in the first round. We haven't heard his name since July, N'Keal Harry. And there's no, when's he get back? Gronk. I mean, all these guys left. And yet here we are, they're 6-0. Who am I to question it? McDaniels finds a way to patch it all together and make it work.
Well, because last year when they won the Super Bowl, they didn't have any of these clearing injuries. They really didn't. I feel like that's like they were so healthy all throughout last year. This year, even with the offensive line, the sacks against the Redskins, the sacks last night, we're talking about Brady looking a little bit older, but also that offensive line, they don't have Devlin there. They don't have Gronk there. Sony Michel can't do what he got to do last year. I was with LeGarrette Blount last night for the Amazon show, and he was telling me, you have no idea what Gronk and Devlin do in that run game. We can't get it going, or they can't get it going because they're not there.
Yeah, it's okay to be critical. It's okay to look at the Patriots offense and not have the same type of confidence that we've had in years past. Brady at times, with the pressure breathing down his back, he does look like a guy who's playing in his 40s. And then there's time where he drops back in that pocket and he looks as good as ever. But what I do know is I can't continue to bet against the Patriots. I've done it year in and year out. I've always thought that at some point they would crumble. And even when things look rough and bleak for this team, they still win a game 35-14, and their defense plays unbelievable. Now, Josh Gordon going down last night, getting all twisted up. I thought to myself, oh, man, that's their big-time superstar wide receiver. He's going to be the one that holds them down. But here's the thing, Kay, you mentioned injuries. As a football player, I'd rather them happen within the first 4 or 5 games of the season than the last 4 or 5 games of the year.
I had LASIK surgery 18 years ago. It's starting to fade. I have to get a follow-up procedure.
Really?
I do. I have to get a procedure. What does the record say, beneath the Patriots right there on the screen?
6-0, Kyle.
4-2? 3? Listen, I wish I could do this with you guys on a Friday. I can't do it. I thought Judy Battista had an incredible piece on NFL.com in which she basically just runs down the flaws. You know, guys, right now where I live, it's vest season. You got a lightweight, puffy vest, you wear it. Peter had a great vest this morning.
Yeah.
It's vest season, and it's flaw season.
Succession chic.
Yeah, very good.
Peter bought that thing in London. He spent about 600 pounds on it, whatever it is. My point is,
Kendall Roy style.
It's
yes.
flaw season. This is it. Judy even calls it in her piece an actual exercise in absurdity, which I thought was a great phrase. And she hits it all. The injuries, Josh Gordon, the line, and it's almost like she's like, any buyers? Any buyers? And I don't bite on any of them. The only thing I think is a little weird right now about the Patriots, or at least that makes me uncomfortable, is the kicker situation. Because we've been through this. And if you start taking away the Vinatieri's and Gostkowski's, Belichick's rings start disappearing like the Back to the Future Polaroid. I'm saying, so they had things last night where they're going for it, electing not to kick because they don't trust Nugent. They don't have that guy. So is this going to be a 13-3 season for the Patriots? Is it 14-2, 12-4? Who cares?
Yeah.
My point is going to come a day in January where it's like, we need this 49-yarder or our season is over. I don't know if they have that in them. So, Judy, great piece. I'm with you. It's an actual exercise in absurdity.
They went for it every time last night but one. And when Mike Nugent went out there, he missed that one field goal. Not great. We'll see what the future holds for this offense, of course. And I asked you this earlier before the show started, Triggs. When's the trade deadline?
Yeah, October 29th.
So I'm just seeing, there's a guy up there on our shrine named Trent Williams.
Yeah.
That would be real nice, the left tackle, seeing that they're, rolling out Newhouse out there. I don't know. There's a disgruntled wide receiver somewhere in the National Football League.
Every week it's a new one, but
that might find their way to Foxborough. So I will not worry until after the trade deadline.
I just thought of something. Isn't Younghoe Koo on their practice squad or something like that? Our old YouTube sensation.
Does that make you feel more confident?
It makes me feel more interested. I don't know. We'll see, though.
Diggs.
You think Stefan? I thought you said Diggs, okay?
I didn't actually. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be back after. No, I don't know. I'm just saying. Trade deadline.
Can you dig it?
It always sort of happens, right? Offensive line, tight end, wide out. They'll get it together. Big piece of this offense who's missing. Who another reason? Like I was like, oh, maybe the door's open. He's going to come back, and it kind of still is. But then why would he be working for Fox? Rob Gronkowski, you got to solve this riddle for me.
Yeah, he joined Fox last night, and they asked him straight up on the set about retirement. Here's what he had to say.
But let me tell you something about Julian. First off, he calls himself the squirrel. You want to know why he calls himself the squirrel? Because he is a squirrel. He's furry. He's furry. He's cute. He's elusive. He's feisty. And most importantly, whenever he gets a chance, he gets that nut. Just like he gets a first down. Just like he gets the touchdown. Just like he'll give you a catch when you need it.
Look at you.
Yeah,
this was great.
He's in full mode, man. WWE status. Here's the thing, Strays.
That was so good.
Pretty cool stuff, man. You're hanging out with Hall of Famers and a soon-to-be Hall of Famer. There's people in New England, all across the league. So many people that are wondering, like, what's up with Gronk? Will he come? You spent 4 hours in a green room with him. A legend. What was on his mind?
All right, so we could talk about. He seems really happy right now. And when I say that, he seems really happy because he's got the home in Buffalo. He's got the home in Foxborough. He's traveling. He's doing. But he looks great. Like, he's in great shape. He says he's working out. And I asked him straight up, I'm like, is this it? Like, are you happy? If you have to do this the rest of your life, are you happy? And he's like, yes, I'm happy. I'm content. And yet, he hasn't filed his retirement papers, and he openly said, I'm leaving the door open. Why wouldn't he say I'm leaving the door open,
Right.
The truth of the matter is, he had a blast last night, and it was really fun. I don't know. Even spending 4 hours with him yesterday, and he was cool as hell. Like, I loved the Gronk experience. I was a part of it. It was great.
That's cool.
I don't know if in late December, old number 12 gives him a call and says, I need just one more run out of you, that he's so done. I've met guys who retire from football, and they're like, I never want to watch it. Gronk's watching it. He's enjoying it. He's watching the piece on Edelman that Aaron Andrews did, and he's like loving it. Like, oh, Julian's the man. I don't know that he's got that in him where if Brady calls him and says, I really need you, big fella. I need 6 more weeks out of you. Can you bring it one more time?
Isn't the time right now?
No, I think it's later.
Okay.
He wants to wait longer?
I think
Yeah,
it's
they're
later.
undefeated. So
I think for him personally, it's like, let me do the. But if Brady actually called, I can't in good confidence, having spent 4 hours, tell you that it's 100% no. But he did have some fun, and he was talking about squirrels and nuts. Yeah.
I mean, that was about the best damn football analysis I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like, was Beavis and Butthead watching that? He also asked him about Kittle, and Gronk goes, he loves lifting weights and being strong. I love George Kittle. I mean, that's so good. That's what I want to tune in for. He's played enough football. Stay in Fox. Never mind the GOAT.
What do you want to see happen?
Squirrel.
I said in the summer he's going to come back, and I still believe he will.
After the bye, week 10? Going
gonna be
another
back late
run.
in the
We'll
season.
see what happens.
He looks good, though.
I loved it.
And he had fun.
Enjoying him on
So
top.
did we.
He definitely fun. It looks like you had a ton of fun with
Right.
him as well.
Met his dad, met his girlfriend. They were great.
Peter, how much gas is in your tank right now? You all right?
Oh, we
Were
just
you
did
go out
lost-
with Gronk last night?
Yeah.
Ian Rappaport joining us from New York this morning. We had a Mad Money, Jim Cramer cameo on the show this morning. But Ian, let's get an update on Rams running back Todd Gurley. We're looking forward to that NFC West matchup. And also, we've got the Saints and the Jags. What's up with Jalen Ramsey?
I'm not sure I can follow Gronk talking about George Kittle pumping
No, I
iron or
can't.
whatever, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, here's what I got on Todd Gurley. He did not practice yesterday, though really it was just a walkthrough because of everything that is going on environmentally in California. He didn't practice on Wednesday either. He's dealing with a bit of a quad injury, which is actually not the first time he's had this, but clearly is something to monitor here. And Todd Gurley talked to reporters yesterday. They said, you feel like you're ready? You feel like you're ready to go? He said, it's only Thursday. I still have a couple of days, but clearly this is something that has left his status up in the air. And if he cannot go, the Rams are getting ready. Malcolm Brown is actually having a really nice season. And Darrell Henderson, who they drafted the mid-rounds, who they really, really like, one of their potential future game breakers. We may see him this weekend if Gurley cannot go. And then obviously Jalen Ramsey, his saga we have been covering, it seems like, for the last month. Requested a trade. The team doesn't want to trade him. He still wants to be traded. He did return to practice this week in limited fashion, participated in individual drills. This seems like it is going in the right direction, but from what I understand, he is going to make sure that he feels 100% before he gets out there, and that may not be this Sunday, despite owner Shad Khan saying he expects him out there.
And it was
Thank you so much, Ian Rappaport. Appreciate the updates all around. We'll be talking to you throughout the day here as we get set for Week 6. It's underway after last night's game up in Foxborough. Patriots